Hey guys, this is Sarah here and I hope all you guys watching this video are doing well and good. So today I'm back here with a review of a book which I have read very recently, and that is The Vegetarian by Kang. So this book was translated into English from Korean by Deborah Smith, and Kang was awarded the Nobel Prize in 2024. So before getting into my honest review about this book, let me tell you the plot of the story. The main character of the story, she is a woman, and one day she decides to be a vegetarian. She refuses to eat meat. When she tells this to her husband, he asks her, "Why are you becoming a vegetarian all of a sudden?" And she says that she had a dream, and she also refuses to cook meat. And this makes her husband very shocked because she is the one who cooks for him, which means that he could not eat meat. So this book is basically divided into 3 parts. The first part is narrated from the perspective of the woman's husband, and the second part is narrated from the perspective of that woman's brother-in-law, which means that her elder sister's husband, and the third part is narrated from the perspective of her elder sister itself. So in the first part is where she becomes a vegetarian. She makes the decision to be a vegetarian, and also it shows how her decision creates a lot of problem in their relationship as well. In the first part, her husband was not even ready to ask her what was the dream about. What was it? He was not even ready to ask her that. He just took it as a foolish decision taken by his wife. And also, she refuses to have sex with him because he smells like meat, and therefore he even raped her. So it just makes us a very disturbing character. And also he describes raping her own wife as something that's very, notable, like something that's very extraordinary. I don't know. I didn't really get this character. When her parents and siblings came to know that she is becoming a vegetarian, they became really shocked and frustrated. So when I read that, I also thought, why becoming a vegetarian is such a big deal? Because I know a lot of people who are vegetarians. There are a lot of vegetarians in my family. Why becoming a vegetarian is such a big deal? And by the end of the first part, we can see that the entire family forcefully feeding her to eat meat. Okay, as I said before, the second part of the book is narrated from the perspective of her elder sister's husband, her brother-in-law. So the second part of this book is named as The Mongolian Mark, and in my honest opinion, it should have been named A Creepy Family Saga or something else like that. It deals with a lot of things that I am not at all comfortable with, but if you just consider it as a literature work, like a piece of literature, then maybe it should be acceptable. I don't know, but there were a lot of things that I was not at all comfortable with, to be honest. Okay, if you just analyze both the main character in the story, that her husband and her brother-in-law, her husband was a bad husband, for sure. He was a bad husband. And if you just take her brother-in-law, even though her brother-in-law was kind enough to ask her what was the dream, but still we can't say that he was a good husband. He failed as a husband. As I said before, the third part of the book is narrated from the perspective of her sister. And to be honest, the third part of the book was really boring. Maybe because it deals a lot with emotions. And the third part of the book is all about that happens in one day in a psychiatric hospital. So it was not that kind of exciting or interesting. If you just analyze the first part and second part, that was all interesting. And there was an exciting element to read. But that was really absent in the third part for sure. Everybody has the right to choose what to eat and what not to eat. It's upon a person's own choice. And from what I understood, the main reason why the entire family was agitated when she turns to a vegetarian, because she is the one who cooks for the family. If she decides to be a vegetarian and she refuses to cook meat, which means that, which in turn makes her husband a vegetarian, which is not acceptable. So the first part of the book mainly deals with her decision of becoming a vegetarian and how it causes, rifts in her family. The second part of the book deals more with nudity, flowers, paints, and a camera recorder. And the third part of the book deals more with nature, rain, and emotions, and tears. Rain and tears go hand in hand, right? So yeah, as I said before, she had a dream and nobody asked her what was the dream. Even though her brother-in-law asked her, she was not ready to disclose it fully with her brother-in-law, and her dream is described throughout the story. And something that I also want to add is, I felt a Murakami touch somewhere. Yeah, I just felt like Murakami is writing this. I don't know why I felt like that. Maybe because if you just analyze at certain Murakami stories, we can see a pattern where a single story is written from the perspective of many people. Many people in the story. We can also see a similar pattern, not so similar, but still a similar pattern in the story. To be honest, I'm not a good person when it comes to ranking or rating books. Still, I'm gonna rate it up for 0.5 out of 5. But I believe that I'm a good person when it comes to talking. I mean, yapping about books. So that's why I yapped so much. So I hope my review about this book helped you. If you really want to read it, go give it a shot. I'm not saying if you are a person who's under the age of 16 or 17, I won't say this is a good book for you guys, but if you're above that age, then definitely you must give it a shot. And also something that I want to add to it is that it's a very thin book. Like, it's so thin that I completed it in a one sitting, and the cover of the book is so aesthetic, and this particular picture has a lot to do with the second part of the novel. And if you loved my review regarding this book, please like this video and also share this video to all your bookish loving friends. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye.